Fulek serves as a destroyer lord of the Subakar dynasty within the Jericho Reach. Once a valued lieutenant of the Pharaoh of the Subakar dynasty, Armontek, the Crimson Scythe trusted his subordinate implicitly, in the hopes that one day he would inherit the mantle of Pharaoh, should he perish. Yet such a fate would be denied, as Fulek's once blood relative, Ahotep, rose alongside him through the ranks of the Subakar dynasty during the War in Heaven in their now ascended forms of living metal. Prevented from outright shows of violence against one another due to their command protocols, the embittered rivals instead fought shadow wars of subversion. The superior strategist in war, the Blood Prince of Subakar outshined Ahotep in every campaign he fought, yet took no heed for the clandestine actions culminating with his slumber of the Great Sleep. Awakening prior to the remainder of the subjects of the Hollow Sun Crown World, Fulek's hopes to present himself before the throne of Armontek had been dashed. The necropolis slumbered, its command programs refusing to acknowledge the authority nor presence of the Blood Prince. Ignored by the automated Canoptek spiders and maintenance devices as he roamed the silent halls of the Crown World, Fulek was truly alone. Descending into a state of lonesome madness, Fulek's once noble countenance gave way to insanity as the centuries waxed and waned. Transforming into a destroyer, a term given to Necrons entirely obsessed with the pursuit of persecution of war, his twisted conscience saw to the transformation of his necrodermis body into a figure more befitting a harbinger of destruction. His limbs melding into weapons, and lower half of his body transmogrifying into an anti-grav hull, all semblance of the Overlord of Subakar had been erased. Finding his way into the Dolmen Gate of the Hollow Sun Central Precinct, Fulek sought the means to harness his bitterness and fury upon the mortal creatures of the galaxy. Venturing forth from his own domain, Fulek's rampages of death and slaughter relent with his return to the Hollow Sun, only to begin anew after each restful sleep. Over time, more subjects of the Subakar dynasty arose from their slumber, inviting the wrath of the Blood Prince. Destroying hundreds of his kin before the awakening of Ozkan the Codifier, the Cryptek of the dynasty armed with the override commands of Fulek managed to bring the Destroyer Lord to heel. Now thrall to the whims of Ahotep, the Regent of the Hollow Sun, his bloodkin takes great pleasure in unleashing the demented killer upon the stars at the head of his own band of destroyers. Acting with extreme caution to prevent Fulek's remaining sanity from once more taking control and threatening his power, Ahotep utilizes such a remorseless and efficient killer to great effect, whilst hiding his own involvement. The Bloody Prince's attack patterns and objectives completely unknowable, the Death Watch of the Imperium, though on numerous occasions have faced the Destroyer Lord in combat, continue to seek out his location to no avail. The path of terror, massacres and ruin left in his wake seem to never come to an end.